Another feature that we added to DCNM media controller is an ability to monitor PTP boundary clock performance. Now in a IPFM network, every switch is configured to be the boundary clock. So this is a nice little tool that gives you how exactly the boundary clock is performing. Now the way this works is we have each switch through telemetry is streaming its corrections, right? It sees with respect to its master, and that data is streamed to DCNM, and DCNM plots this graph. So we're looking at leaf 3, and we see the mean path delay and most importantly, the corrections. Overall, you see that the corrections, the average correction is about 100 nanoseconds or less than 100 nanoseconds, which is really good. And occasionally there are spikes. Now the network operator can say, if he or she wants to check, okay, how many times has my PTP gone, say, beyond 200 nanoseconds. I click on apply. See, it detects a spike. I can just highlight this region and get more granular information. And not only that, I can click on clock and port status. So it gives you, the grandmaster clock identity. You have to make sure that every switch reports is seeing the same grandmaster. And the parent clock, it's basically, this particular switch is slaving off another boundary clock switch. So what is the parent clock identity and so on. And also, with PTP port status, you now have visibility on PTP is enabled on all of these ports. Some of it is in disabled mode, which means that the interface is down. Some of it is in master, and then you see the slave port as well, and the passive. So this gives you a complete visibility to how PTP is configured and operating on that boundary clock switch. And similarly, I can go to another switch, say spine 2, and look at the same information coming from spine 2. So this is a very useful, so with that you don't have to go on individual switches, log into the CLI and monitor the PTP performance, but consume it via DCNM. We can further enhance this feature by generating alerts, right? Some AMQP based notification when the offset goes beyond a user defined value. So you are immediately alerted should the PTP go beyond, say, 1 microsecond.